Hello and welcome back to Loresworn Chronicles Crusader Kings, where we are playing as the Kingdom of Curonia, the legendary King Akko the Just. We've transitioned from a proto-feudal society into what I would call an early feudal society, kind of putting us up to par with the Franks over here. We have reformed our religion. We have lots of cool new abilities now. Probably some new decisions. A legendary gathering, that's for the warrior band. Let's see. Patron deity, worship the ancestors. Change branch we have now. War sacrifice. Perform ritual sacrifice to the patron deity. Okay, that was already there. What we really want to look at now are our laws. So now that we're feudal, we're still under eldership, and I'll probably keep it there for at least a while. But we have the administration law, so this is going to be the next big jump in our society, is getting our legalism to level 3 and moving on to late feudal administration, which will let us change how we handle inheritance. But yeah, that's going to be a little while off, probably. We can also start increasing the status of women now, which is kind of an interesting thing to think about in this hypothetical situation, because for one thing, the pagan societies were a little bit less patriarchal than some of the monotheistic societies, but then as we're becoming more feudal, we also are likely becoming more patriarchal at the same time. Just because that's, we're centralizing our society, we're coming up with new ways of controlling people, and that happens to be one of them. It goes back to that theme of having to become that which we hate in order to survive that I was talking about earlier, like way back in episode 0 even. So we might ponder how much we want to pursue this path RP-wise throughout the run. But now our main focus is expanding our borders. I would actually like to possibly form an empire at some point, but I think we're going to start right up here just to kind of clean up our control of the Baltic coast. And we have to not be bankrupt. So we're going to continue to go on raids. Just because we are adopting feudalism doesn't mean that we have to give up our raiding way of life. We'll start over here in Poland. Diet of bread and water does not satisfy me anymore. I've lost the temperate trait. The peasants of Vanema are quite far apart and spread out. Your spy master suggests investing in a provincial messenger system so they can communicate with their kin more easily. She claims doing so would attract more peasants to the county. That sounds like an excellent idea. New recruits. And I have a headache. And my shaman thinks I have smallpox. So that's... let's see. It was caused by too much laughter. Well, Akko's just such a mirthful dude. I could see that. Yeah. Take that picture of my terrifying daughter off of the screen. Although you can't quite put your finger on what's going wrong. You don't feel quite right. Alright, so I've gained malaise. Let's see. He thinks that it's probably cancer. So I have smallpox and cancer, according to this guy. Let's see. Handed you a cup of what looked like hot water with red flakes in it and told you to drink it slowly. Not sure that did anything. Also not sure I want to know what those red flakes were. Maru, who now hates me because I revoked his titles and all kinds of other stuff, and also he's still tribal and, religious differences. Yeah, I'll come to your house. Vanema, okay, so they're accepting our reformed version of the religion now. Sudden shooting pain strikes your chest. I now have chest pains. Probably gonna die. Okay, he's pretty sure it's cancer at this point. Let's see. Foul smells of civilization made me sick. He's going to send me into the woods. That sounds great. Let's see. Oh, because I'm not tribal anymore. My domain is much too big. So we are going to hand out... Do I still have any random baronies? No, I don't. We're going to hand out some of this stuff over here real quick. Realm, they don't have to be any specific trait. Men of my religion and my culture. Clear all the other filters first. Good administrators. Not already a ruler, not of my dynasty. So I'm going to grant him Drutsk. Or no, Minsk. And then this guy can have Drutsk. And can I pass a higher centralization law to avoid giving away any more land? Not for another 5 years. Okay, so this guy, who will probably die before he has a chance to have any heirs, I'm going to grant him... I'll give him the holy site. I don't need to hold on to holy sites. I'd rather have my domain centralized. Okay. That should do for now. And we're getting the raid together. And I'm not going to seek treatment for my illnesses. I think Akko at 62, he's on his way out. Oh, we do have cancer. All right. Well, we'll see how long I can survive it. Yeah, you know what? Experimental treatment. Give me the best you got. Handed me with a plate with a gray powdery substance on it. Okay, so apparently ground up scabs cure cancer, and I'm probably not going to die now. The one time I was kind of hoping something would go wrong. Oh, shit. I just took a huge attrition hit because I realized now that we're feudal reformed, we take ridiculous amounts of attrition in pagan homelands until we get our military organization up. So, yeah, okay. So that kind of represents the role we play in the region right now, which is different from what we were before. So we're starting to fight differently. We're starting to have these kind of more organized armies that are great in open battle, but they're kind of vulnerable to sort of hit-and-run guerrilla tactics that we used at one point in our history. So what's the solution to that? Well, first of all, we've got to go deal with these guys, because they're being a gigantic pain in the ass. Let's see. Chief Tatuvila accused Chancellor Count Maru of looking at his wife in an inappropriate way. I don't believe he did that. I also don't care. Alright, so let's go kill these raiders. We have a children that needs an education focus. Looks like he's going to be a great warrior. Coffers are empty. I'm going to ask my former best friend if he wants to send me 250 gold. Okay, sweet. So we don't need to necessarily worry about that. Sacrifice to Dievas, sacrifice to Multi-Dievas. Stand down our troops. We're going to see if we can ransom anybody. I'm pretty sure we have some ransom-worthy prisoners. So I was going to say the solution to that is raiding by sea, but I don't think we have any ship levies yet. Let's see. Fleets? No, we don't. So we really need to start building up our shipyards. Castle shipyard. Requires us to have better shipbuilding tech, obviously. So we're going to go ahead and bump that up to 2. And, yeah, we're going to start building a castle shipyard. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and conquer this guy. Oh, so we do have the Holy War CB now. So this gives us 100 prestige and 50 piety and +1 moral authority. Oh, all titles held by an infidel within a de jure duchy. Okay, so this is going to let us expand a lot faster. So we're using our newly reformed religion basically as a way to let's see, they want us to raid the Narva tribe. Okay, we can do that on the way there. We're using our religion as an excuse for conquest now, so again, kind of becoming the thing that we despise. Before our troops can test their mettle against our enemies, we must be sure that the gods are in favor of this war. Shaman Likik has gathered all his instruments and is ready to perform a divination on my offering. Let's see. So, I don't have a lot of money to spare right now. Let's go with the bird, my dude. Sets the chickens free in the field and starts examining their trail attentively. Unfortunately, the response from the diviner is not as positive as I hoped. There are clear signs the gods are not in favor of this war. Okay, so haruspicy is basically pay for money for morale. New recruits to the Holy Order. Wish to forsake my old religion and lead Polotsk to its rightful place among the civilized realms. I humbly request Curonia's assistance to ensure a peaceful transition in the Rameva faith. Okay, so we actually have other pagans asking us for help converting at this point. I think that's kind of interesting. I'm going to accept that. Even though it will cause us to lose a CB against him. I think that's kind of interesting. Alright, your priests have done their best to introduce High Chief Yeremy's people to your gods and teach them how to placate the spirits of the wild surrounding them. You can only hope that they will stay true to their word and please the gods according to the traditions, lest ill luck befalls them. Something that would probably be going on in this context is almost like an interpretatio romana sort of, you know, because we're pagans, we probably don't deny that the Slavic gods are gods, and, you know, even having the Slavic Perun and the Baltic Perkunas, or is it the other way around? Am I forgetting? Yeah, we have Perkunas, they have Perun. Probably would eventually come to the conclusion, as these worlds meet, that, in fact, those are probably the same figure, and other gods might merge, similar to how the Roman and Greek pantheons sort of merged in the later years of the Republic and the Empire. I think that's likely to be a large factor in these conversions that are going on. Similar to what's probably going to happen with some of these Suomennisko Finno-Ugric pagans as well, because we aren't monotheistic. We're pantheistic. So let's see. Yersica Thieves Guild has been eradicated. And Vanema is starting to prosper, so see, our economy is growing based on these new feudal traditions. Let's see. Cruel or gregarious? I'd rather she be gregarious. Man, this pagan homeland attrition penalty is really gonna screw with us. Alright, we're gonna enforce demands. Echo of Curonia 1. Okay, so at this point, we are starting to learn that our new way of fighting is not especially effective against these hit-and-run tribal sort of tactics. I'm going to do a quick search for rulers or potential rulers for this new county. This guy looks amazing. Oh, tribal vassals don't count towards my vassal limit, so still as feudalism is spreading throughout the countryside, our vassal limit will go down. But as of now, most of our vassals are still tribal. So I think we are going to cease our expansion in earnest, at least until we can get this next level of military tech and remove the pagan homeland attrition penalty. Which will be a while, because we are quite a bit ahead of time. But, in the meantime, let's see. We really... So here's the thing, we need boats. We're getting there. We're getting boats so that we can go raid non-pagans for money to build up our realm. Is basically what we're going to be doing in the meantime. Until we get to a point that we can start attacking the pagans again. Now... what CBs do I have against this guy? We're in a non-aggression pact because I just converted him, I think is what's going on here. He's actually in a non-aggression pact with the King of Poland, interestingly enough. Let's see. So, non-aggression pact... he's also in someone's dungeon. Oh, also my name changed to the Sword of Gabia. Probably when I reformed the religion. I still have that weird random crowned by a bishop thing that I think was a bug. So I think we will be able to declare war on him eventually. Let's go see. Can we raid him without pagan homeland attrition? Let's find out here. Negotiate with Arngrimer. Okay, so there's an adventurer, a Norse adventurer, Arngrimer, asking what they would require in order to stop raiding you. Interesting. So now that we're feudal. No, we're not going to negotiate with this fool. What are you talking about? Also, let's see. Skies outside are dark. Okay, I'm going to keep doing this until I get struck by lightning. One of these days. Okay, so we're being raided by Vikings now because we're no longer tribal? Or... because they just know that we have money now? Several vicious rumors have been circulating about me lately. With a lot of effort, I finally managed to trace them back to Chief Oshno of Livimar, who loves me, so I don't know why he's spreading rumors about me. Anyway, we're gonna see if we can raid our new co-religionists. It might not work, because they might have to be... because they're not considered infidels. Let's see. Random person in my dungeons become a skilled tactician. Okay, we can't raid people of our same religion. Invited me to a grand banquet. Sure, sounds good. Hey! We got a holy order! The chosen of Perkunas. Perkunas, god of thunder, has spoken. As the Ramyava religion reforms to better face the modern world, several champions have stepped forward claiming that Perkunas has willed them to found a new holy order. The chosen of Perkunas, as they call themselves, have sworn to defend the Ramyava faith and to direct the wrath of the gods towards the skulls of their enemies. Like a thunderbolt, they shall strike down their foes. Fantastic. That's amazing. War Chief. His title is War Chief too. I love that. So we now have Holy Order, mostly archers. Oh no, not mostly archers. Mostly heavy infantry, with some light infantry and archers. Nice. Very nice. That's great. I don't need to hold the Nushkavanish festival, I don't think, because we're trying to save our money. I do need to appoint a new steward. This guy has amazing stats. Apparently I finished See the Realm Prosper, so I'm just going to dismiss this for now. Oh, no, we'll do... Let's do Build a War Chest. Let's see if they can get us some money from our vassals to... We're not going to extort our subjects, but we do need more money to build shipyards. We are becoming masters of the river system. This kid is my youngest son, I believe. He looks like he would be a good scholar. Now let's go ahead and do this in every place that we can. Since I'm gonna die soon and all of my renown will be worth nothing. So we're fortifying our lands. So here's an interesting little tidbit of lore we could also inject here. We have the Warrior Lodge, which has been around for a while, and then we have this new Holy Order that's more of an organized sort of feudal institution. It'd be interesting to see how they interact and possibly clash, because they have a lot of the same goals, if you think about it, and it would sort of be a oh, sweet. I cornered Arngrimmer and killed him. That fucking adventurer who dared try to parlay with me is now dead. Yep, cool. All that stuff. How much renown do I have left, by the way? More than I will ever be able to spend. Yeah, it's almost like the old way of war versus the new to some extent. Finally, Viva got injured again. She now has one leg. She has one eye, one leg, one hand, and is disfigured. I have a feeling they're going to have to tone down those shield-maiden injured events. Maru, yes, I will come drink with you, as is tradition. We're gonna be good friends. Captured a mayor. Looks like everybody wants to raid us now, because we're centralizing our wealth in you know, temples and cities that can more easily, where it can more easily be tracked down, and that can more easily be hit quickly, and the raiders able to get away. So, what was I gonna do here? There was something I was meaning to look at, but okay. So we need 141 for another castle shipyard, and there are no. Oh wait, this guy's a Christian, right? We can raid him. I don't think he has a whole lot of money. He doesn't have any temples or anything. Well, okay, how many ships do we have? Alright, we're building them. We have the capacity, but we have 0 out of 7 available. So we're going to have to wait for those to tick up. Sweet, elders are still praising us. Kid needs help. He's gonna be a warrior. Oh, this is my youngest son. Right? Yeah. Why is she in jail? I don't know why my daughter's in jail. Gonna be honest with you there. Maybe I was drunk. I don't have any memory of that. Alright. Perkunas is our protector. I've never been struck by lightning, and I'm not gonna start now. Let's see. Giving cats to my wounded children again. Plenty of food and drink. Gonna expand our castle shipyard in a moment here. Just received news that High Chief Yeremy, the wise pagan ruler who petitioned me to help him convert to his realm, has died. Does that mean that they are no longer Romuva? No, they're still Romuva. They're still cool. Okay. Traveling and carousing is over. Wish to forsake my old religion. Okay, so the chief of the Mordvins doesn't own a whole lot of land, but we will convert him. There we go. It's definitely helping our moral authority. We're up to 75, which is nice. So one thing we're probably doing here is we're probably paying some Scandinavian shipbuilders to come in and help us show how they do it. Because we probably are, to some extent, we're learning how to build these low draft riverine ships from the Scandinavian designs, whether those be captured or whether we are bringing in some shipbuilders from Scandinavia proper. A little curious to see what's going on over there still, but we haven't gotten there yet. We've inherited the county of Lübeck from this guy who, as I predicted, died before he could have any kids. So we're gonna have to find a new ruler for that county. This guy looks great. Sweet. Do I have any other domain counties where I can build shipyards? Okay, up here I can. But the tech hasn't spread yet. It's starting in Kurtzema, and then it's going to spread out from there. Let's see. Something about a robber. Let's see. I'm going to try to continue converting my domain lands. I should have remembered to move that guy a while ago. Random girl in my dungeon has become useless. Ooh, left-handed. I haven't seen that one before. Muslims and Christians hate left-handed people, apparently. Negotiate with Alfgar. Alfgar... Where is Alfgar? We're not going to negotiate with anyone. If he tries to raid us, we'll kill him. Gertruda, another random person in my dungeon. Complaining about his dark cell. I'll be merciful. He's just a kid. One of my commanders is improved, which is great. So we have built still just one ship. The dockyards are abuzz in Kurtzema as we are preparing for our first Baltic warrior raid. Deimos is willing to join my ranks. Good for him. Erdenis the Moaner, a warrior in my lodge, is a mediocre duelist. We're going to give her an even challenge as always. This guy... I'm going to tell him to be patient. Let's see. He lost, suffered some minor injuries. I'm sure it'll build character. Who is this? Is she related to me at all? Oh, this is my bastard daughter who I don't technically know is mine yet. We're gonna have her learn on her own. I have strong suspicions. Dragomir, you're the new court physician. Can we pass a new law yet? Let's see. 820. 2 more years. I really wish we could build boats faster. My unwed daughter has been indiscreet. She's been hiding her pregnancy from me and now presents me with her child. The child is of my blood and I will take care of them both. At least insofar as what how Akko treats his family can be considered taking care of them. Alright, I think that's going to be the end of this episode. I'm going to screenshot our borders here. So that's kind of the position we're in. We've started to become a more centralized society. That means we're a more attractive target for raiders, and the new forms of warfare that we're perfecting leave us a little bit at a disadvantage for the moment. When we're in pagan lands where they still fight in the disorganized guerrilla style. So we're bringing in these shipwrights from Scandinavia. We're sort of tweaking the designs to our own liking, sawing away, cutting down trees, and laying planks to build a fleet of fully capable river raid ships so that we can start sending raids far afield to bring more prosperity to our lands. Soon, our names shall be known across Europe just as well, if not better, than those of the Vikings, and we'll start to have some of these literate Christian societies maybe begin to react to our presence as we grow more feared and better at this new lifestyle that we've developed. So yeah, interesting intersection in our history where we have an early feudal territorial kingdom, but raiding is still going to be our main income source because we haven't really established serfdom. We haven't really established an agricultural economy that can be tax farmed effectively to pay for all the expansion of government that's going on. Be sure to subscribe, click the notification button, likes, comments, all that good stuff that helps us get seen by more people so you can spread the awesomeness of Chronicles. It's really only getting started. It's really only going to get better from here. If you've been enjoying it so far, some of the plans I have for further down the road, I'm willing to bet you will enjoy those even more. And Loresworn.com is our website, at Loresworn Order on Twitter, doing everything out of order today. I'm at AsaTJ, that's ASATJ, and we will see you next time.